In the digital age, where every moment can be captured and disseminated at lightning speed, the boundaries of respect and decency often blur. The tragic death of Liam Payne, a beloved pop star and member of One Direction, thrusts us into a harrowing tale of media exploitation, personal grief, and the enduring scars left by public tragedy. As the world mourned his loss, one voice emerged from the shadows, a voice that echoed a profound anguish shaped by her own past. Toni Cornell, daughter of the late Chris Cornell. On October 16, 2024, the world learned of Liam Payne's sudden death at the tender age of 31. He fell from a third-floor balcony at the Casa Sur Palermo Hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina, leaving his family, friends, and millions of fans in shock. The details were grim. An Argentinian prosecutor later confirmed that the cause of death was attributed to multiple traumas, internal bleeding, and external bleeding. But before the dust could settle, another tragedy was brewing in the realm of media coverage. As news outlets scrambled to report the shocking event, one name repeatedly surfaced: TMZ. Known for its often sensationalized coverage of celebrity news, the website published graphic images of Payne's hotel room and body, igniting a firestorm of outrage. It was a breach of humanity that felt all too familiar to Toni Cornell, who had faced her own harrowing encounter with the same publication. Toni Cornell, only 20 years old, found herself grappling with the emotional toll of Payne's death, not just as a fan, but as someone who understood the profound impact of public mourning. In a heartfelt statement shared on her Instagram, she voiced her outrage at TMZ's decision to publish the disturbing images. "Having seen those photos, I can't help but reflect on my own experience when graphic images of my father's death were also published by TMZ," she wrote, her words drenched in pain. "As a 12-year-old, I stumbled upon those pictures while scrolling through my iPad, and it was indescribably traumatizing. It is something I still carry with me to this day." For Toni, the trauma wasn't just a fleeting moment of horror. It was a lifelong burden. Her father, Chris Cornell, the legendary frontman of Soundgarden, died by suicide in May 2017. His death, compounded by the dissemination of graphic images, left indelible marks on Toni's psyche, shaping her view of the media and its relentless pursuit of scandal. Toni's post resonated widely, as many shared her sentiment of grief intermingled with anger. She emphasized that even after TMZ removed the images of Liam, the damage had already been done. "While the images of Liam have since been taken down, it means nothing. They should never have been put up in the first place," she lamented. "It breaks my heart to think that his 7-year-old son, Bear, might one day come across them and suffer exactly as I did." The gravity of her words struck a chord, exposing the often overlooked victims of such tragedies. The family members left to navigate the aftermath. Toni's compassion for Bear, Liam's young son, reflected her desire to shield others from the same pain she endured. The thought of a child discovering those graphic images years later was a haunting reminder of the lasting impact of media irresponsibility. ##*. Cheryl Cole's heartfelt response. **** Toni was not alone in her condemnation of TMZ's actions. Cheryl Cole, Liam Payne's former partner and the mother of Bear, echoed her sentiments in a powerful message on Instagram. "As I try to navigate this earth-shattering event and work through my own grief at this indescribably painful time, I'd like to kindly remind everyone that we have lost a human being," she began, her voice trembling with emotion. Cheryl's post highlighted the multifaceted identity of Liam Payne. He was not just a pop star, he was a son, a brother, an uncle, and most importantly, a father. "A son that now has to face the reality of never seeing his father again," she wrote, emphasizing the profound loss Bear would have to carry throughout his life. Cheryl expressed her heartbreak over the media's insensitivity. "What is troubling my spirit the most is that one day, Bear will have access to the abhorrent reports and media exploitation we have seen in the past 2 days," she lamented. Her plea was clear: dignity in death is paramount, and the media must recognize the humanity behind the headlines. As the public conversation intensified, the words of Toni and Cheryl formed a poignant chorus, echoing through the halls of social media and beyond. They stood as advocates for respect in the face of tragedy, urging society to remember the individuals behind the celebrity facade. The media frenzy surrounding Payne's death ignited discussions about ethics in journalism and the responsibility that comes with reporting on personal tragedies. Toni's own story of survival and resilience added a layer of complexity to the conversation. She became a symbol of the silent battles fought by those left behind, navigating their grief under the unforgiving glare of public scrutiny. The world began to see not just the pain of loss, but the ongoing struggle to maintain dignity amid the chaos of sensationalized reporting. The backlash against TMZ was palpable, with fans, celebrities, and everyday individuals rallying around the shared message of compassion. Many took to social media to express their outrage, calling for stricter guidelines on how the media handles sensitive topics surrounding death and suicide. The need for a cultural shift in the way we consume and report news became increasingly evident. Toni and Cheryl's voices became pivotal in this movement. Their personal experiences lent authenticity to their pleas for change, transforming their pain into a powerful catalyst for reform. Conversations about mental health, media ethics, and the humanity behind celebrity culture gained momentum, igniting a collective call for compassion in the wake of tragedy. As the dust began to settle, the memory of Liam Payne remained etched in the hearts of those who loved him. His talent, charisma, and impact on the music industry were celebrated by fans worldwide. Yet, the lessons learned from his untimely death lingered, challenging us to confront our own roles as consumers of media. Toni Cornell, navigating her own path of healing, became a beacon of hope for those grappling with similar grief. Her advocacy for change and respect in media coverage inspired a movement toward accountability, reminding us that behind every headline lies a story that deserves dignity and care. The tragedy surrounding Liam Payne's death, amplified by the hurtful actions of TMZ, unveiled a larger narrative about compassion and responsibility in our media landscape. As Toni Cornell courageously shared her own painful experiences, her words resonated with many who understood the silent suffering of loss. The fallout from this controversy serves as a reminder that fame should not come at the expense of decency. In honoring Liam's memory, we are called to reflect on our humanity and recognize the real people behind the headlines. By advocating for dignity, understanding, and change, we can create a world where respect prevails even in the face of tragedy, ensuring that no one else has to endure the kind of pain that Toni and Bear have faced. The echoes of this story remind us all to approach life and death with compassion, embracing our shared humanity in times of grief. Well, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it engaging, don't forget to give it thumbs up. And if you want to stay updated with more captivating content, hit that red subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video from us. Your support means everything.